Coming in, you guys, it's day number 112 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Here in the year 2022, I have been getting into an ice bath, that one right there, every single day. This is the Morozco Forge. Been using this as my ice bath since the very beginning of the year on January 1st. Went live on camera and have been doing this every single day, you guys, all throughout the year. And it's been a fun challenge to do. I've learned a lot about myself, but I've also learned things that I just didn't realize when it came to cold therapy. So I'm really excited to pass along these things to you guys. So I'm a little bit breathless. You might notice I'm red. I've been out mowing my grass for the last 2 hours. So I got my entire front yard done. And as you can see, I got part of my backyard done. There's a little corner over there I haven't gotten to. There's a little corner over here I haven't gotten to, and there's a corner over there I have not gotten to. So, but I am very hot right now from all the mowing. It's like 82 degrees here in South Carolina today, bright sunshine. So I've been mowing for the last 2 hours. I'm pretty warm. So I wanted to see what it would be like to get into the ice bath in an overheated kind of place. Now, I'm not overwhelmingly overheated. I can breathe well. I'm fine, but you can see I'm very red, and you can see that if you do that for that long, it's going to be, and it's a push mower that I use. So, yay! So I'm actually excited to get into the ice bath, and I'm real excited to do that. Parkman says, "I think you miscounted. It's day 111." No, sir. It's day 112. You check your calendar, my bud. But thank you for your unasked for comments, as always. All right, guys, let me get into the ice bath. And then, as always, I will circle back around outside out there, and we can jibber jabber when we're out there. Let me take you off of Wi-Fi real quick. Okay, we are back. So if you came in late, I am getting into the ice bath because I am overheated right now. I've been mowing the grass for a couple of hours now. I did my front yard, did most of my backyard, and I'm just like, so hot. So ready to chill out. I want to see what it feels like in this overheated state. So thank you guys for being here. 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to get this show on the road, and here we go. There's a lot of big pieces in here, guys. Oh, it feels good in my overheated body. Golly. You ever seen the cartoons where they're burning up and they get into a bucket of water and it goes tss? That's what it kind of feels like right now. All right, guys, so if you came in late, today is day number 112 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. And today I decided, let's push my body to get hot. So it's around 82 degrees outside here in South Carolina. Bright sunshine. And I've been mowing my grass for the last 2 hours. So I started mowing my grass right around 3 o'clock and got all the front yard done. And I did take a few breaks because it was very hot. And so Plus I have lithium batteries that I have to recharge. And so during the recharge time, I kind of cooled off a little bit. But I just finished as much as I could of the backyard right before getting on the air with you guys. So I'm nice and toasty. I wouldn't say I'm overheated, because I've been much more overheated than I am right now, but I'm definitely hot, and I'm definitely very warm before I got into the ice bath. And I gotta say, the ice bath's been very refreshing. So it's not surprising to me that if you get overheated, this is a nice way to calm your body down and cool your body down. I do wonder though, preemptively, before you get out in like weather like this to mow, what if you did an ice bath prior to being outside and mowing and whatever you're doing that would be your activity? Would that ward off getting overheated? I would think it would. I would think it would provide some benefit for you in that realm. Having trouble seeing the clock, so it may beep before I can get into the water, but I think it says 1:20 left. So, all right. So yeah, like I wonder had I got into the ice bath even for just a few minutes prior to mowing, would I have gotten as overheated as I did? I don't think so. I think it would have probably mitigated it. I guess that's something I'm gonna have to test at another time as well, just to see. But makes sense that when you get really hot, the best way to cool yourself off and the best way to, make sure you get out of danger from overheating is get into an ice bath. Now, some people worry about that because they're like, well, your body's already super warm. If you get into a super cold, isn't that going to shock the system and maybe harm you? I haven't seen any evidence of that in any literature that I've been looking at. And certainly a cold shower would not do that coming from an overheated state. So if you've never done that before, maybe do the cold shower. All right, I'm going to go under the water. Big pieces of, look at this, guys, big ass chunks. Woo! Oh, you don't know how good that felt after all that mowing the last 2 hours. If that's my reward for mowing, I would take it. I would gladly take it. So I hope you guys are doing well today here on day 112 of my Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. As always, if you have questions about cold therapy, or if you just want to jibber jabber with me, ask me anything you want. I will talk to you here in just a minute. We're about to go take a walk. And this is something I've done now for a little over 3 weeks now. Getting into an ice bath and then going on like a 20 to 25 minute walk. Some days longer. You guys ask a lot of questions. I keep walking. So for the purpose of, we're going to see if it boosts my testosterone. That's the theory. It's going to take several months to kind of prove that. So we will see when I test, probably around like July or August, I'll test testosterone levels and we will see what's going on. In the meantime, trying to get my Crocs on and they're not participating very well. All right. I will have to try to mow tomorrow. I will try to take cold before. Let me know how that goes, Courtney. I think that would be an interesting experiment. So yeah, those of you that came in late here on day 112, my topic is an ice bath appropriate if you're overheated? If you get overheated, should you just get in an ice bath? And so today, to test that, as you guys can see, my beautifully manicured, mowed lawn. I've been mowing my grass since 3 o'clock this afternoon. And I got a blister on my right toe now from all the mowing. And so I'm doing a little bit of a limp. So I don't like that. Anyway, so I was quite heated up because it's like in the low 80s here in South Carolina today. And I can't lie, that ice bath felt so good. That ice bath was so refreshing after doing all that yard work. I'm glad. But I am curious whether doing it ahead of time would have prevented maybe some of the overheating. Because, I mean, it makes sense. You would lower your core body temperature with the ice bath. But then doing the activity like the mowing the grass would certainly raise your multiple ice baths. Like when you come in for your break, just get back in the ice bath again. I don't know. That makes sense. That would be really cool. All right, let's scroll back to the top. See who all's here today. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. Phil is here. Sharon, Mike, Carrie, Texas Livingston, Gwen, Einish, Jen, Vicky. Sharon says, day number 112. Wowzier. Wowzier. Haven't seen Wowzier before. Linda's here. Jules is here. Laurie. Gillis. Kelly. Dawn Marie. Rita. Carnivore Runner. Kira is here. Hang on, there's a truck backing up. I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. Oh, he didn't make the turn well. Okay. I was like, what is he doing backing up? He was backing up right towards me. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Wendy's here. Kalina, Courtney, UK Carnivore, Maurice. UK Carnivore says, keep it up. Oh, you know I will. 112 days now. We have been keeping it. Yep. JD, Nikki. JT says, I need to do this today. I stopped doing ice baths for 2 weeks and now I'm depressed. Hey, look, direct cause and effect. My opinion, very direct cause and effect. That when you can get in an ice bath, it will help with a lot of the anxiety and depression that people tend to deal with. And so if you do it and then you stop doing it, that's not surprising that you would notice that. And look, it's like anything else. If you get out of the habit of it, it's easy to stop doing it. Think about exercise. Think about getting off of your diet plan. An ice bath is no different. It's just another modality, another health modality that if you get out of the habit of it, it will be hard to get back on, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to challenge myself to go every single day in 2022. Because if you challenge yourself, I'm going to do it every single day, guess what happens? You do it every single day. And if you happen to miss a day, no big deal, because you do it every single day, you're going to get right back on it the next day. So it's a mindset thing. Don't beat yourself up. Challenge yourself. That's the best way to do it. Derek is here. Sharon says, when it gets hot here in Texas, a jump in the pool. That's not as cool as you're talking about. Yeah, pool during the summer is probably in like the 80s, upper 70s, maybe 80s, which is cool compared to the outdoor temperature. But no, that's not cold therapy. But I hear what you're saying. JT says, woohoo. Quantum Thinker is here. Bulletproof's here. Baldwin, Gabby. Bulletproof says, go Jimmy. Don Marie says, happy Friday. Every day I watch, I am always amazed. I warned my husband that I may need to buy an ice barrel or something. Yeah, I mean, look, if you watching me get into an ice bath inspires you, don't resist that. I mean, I think if nothing else, this has shown the power of one person to show you what you could be capable of. Now, you guys know I'm a very strong-willed, very persistent, very passionate person. You follow me for a lot of those reasons. And so I try to show you things that you can be capable of, because I'm no different than you. I'm just a Joe Schmo, just like you guys are, or a Jill Schmo. And so if you feel like you're compelled to get an ice barrel and go buy some bags of ice and fill that bad boy up and put your body in it, wonderful. I think that's great. if you decide to do that, let me know. Take video. I would love to see how you do. I can watch your breathing and see if you're doing it well. Happy to help in any way, always. Karen is here. JT says the ice barrel is legit. Yeah, I like the ice barrel. It's a nice economic way to do it. The only problem with ice barrel is you do have to go buy some bags of ice, or if you have an ice machine or something like that. So that's the only downside to that. That's why I love my Morozco so much, is it makes its own ice, and that's convenient. Gabby says I'm back. Well, welcome back, Gabby. Glad you're here. Monty's here. Faye is here. Courtney says, do the hard things. Yes, always do the hard things. JT gives me 3 hearts. You're welcome, sir. KC is here. Peace is here. All right, guys. Day number 112 of this 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Those of you that came in late, I was talking about getting overheated. So I've been mowing my grass. There's my rest of my front yard. See how beautiful the grass is? I'm very proud of mowing my own grass. It was funny, when I mowed the last time, this kid in the neighborhood was walking by and he's like, you need somebody to mow your grass? I was like, what, you think I'm an old guy? I can't mow my own grass? I was like, how much you charge, kid? He said, $20. So it wasn't a bad price. And I probably should throw him $20 at some point. But I do it partly because I take great pride in how it looks. But also I like the exercise aspect of it. So, but I'll let the kid do it when it's like 95 outside. Courtney says, how do you think the cold plunge compares? It goes cold to hot. I don't know a lot about that one specifically, so I can't really make comment on my own experience with it. All I can tell you is anything that encourages you to do cold and makes it more accessible for you to do cold, do it. Which is why I did the Morozco Forge. Because I used to do the whole buy ice for the bathtub thing, and I did that for over a year. And that was a pain in the ass, because I was buying 20-pound bags of ice from Sam's Club every 3 days, putting like 4 bags in my deep freezer in my front chest, which right now has lots of meat in it, so I don't really even have room for ice anymore. I don't know, it's just inconvenient. And then I'd have to fill up my bathtub with water, then dump the ice into there, then wiggle my body into this 4-foot tub. It was a pain. So I'm all about what's going to give you the convenience factor so that you'll do it more often. That's my take. Gustafsson is here. JT says the plunge, or whatever it's called, is not as good as the Forge. No, the Forge is the gold standard. I mean, I haven't seen another ice bath company that it makes its own ice, it filtrates its own water. But obviously you have to pay a premium for that convenience, and I did. And the good news is I did get to write it off on my taxes. So I wrote it down on my thing for my tax guy, and he's like, what is that? And I showed him a picture of me in the ice bath. He's like, we could either make that a healthcare expense or we could make it a business expense. I said, hey, whatever gives me the better tax advantage, I don't care. It's both. It does both. It is for my health, and I am using it in my business every single day on camera. So I think he made it a health expense. But yes, it's definitely a better one. But you do what you can with your budget. And I get it. People have budgets they have to stay within. So if the best you can do is cold shower, you do the cold shower. If the best you can do is putting ice in a bathtub, you do ice in a bathtub. No need to overcomplicate it. Kira says, I have a work issue going on. I can't really watch. Thanks for being here, though, Kira. Appreciate you staying as long as you could. Courtney says, the plunge doesn't get as cold. I think it's only 38 degrees. Yes. And look, 38's great. 38 is super cold, so I don't ever want to diminish just because I do 32 degrees, which, by the way, today it was 31.8 degrees Fahrenheit, the temperature. I forgot to tell you guys that. So I don't want you to think that it has to be 32, but there is a huge difference between 45 and 32. I mean, huge difference. And once you get acclimated to 45 and you slowly work your way down, you'll notice. And there's just kind of an invigorating nature to doing that much cooler, much closer to freezing, that I enjoy, that I've been able to tolerate and do well with. And look, 5 minutes is a very long time. I remember when I told the Morozco Forge people, I'm going to do 32 degrees, 5 minutes a day. They thought I was crazy, and they're the ones that make that machine. They're like, 5 minutes? What? What? Every day? Because they do a couple minutes, and they do this whole, you got to do a warrior stance and breathing, and it's like, look, if you need that, great. I didn't need that. I do just fine without all that stuff. JT says, yeah, it's not as cold, harder to clean, and it wastes energy compared to the Forge. Yeah, the Forge basically uses about as much electricity as like a refrigerator freezer. So everybody's like, is it expensive for it to make that much ice? No, it's just basically a refrigerator freezer. Yeah, my bills aren't bad, although you can see back there I have solar panels on top of my house and on top of the big building here. And so during the summertime, I don't even have a bill, and I crank the air and I do all the things. I think my bill's like $12 during the summer because of the solar panels. So yeah, I haven't seen any measurable increase in my electricity. Look into at Complete Human, only thing that compares to the Forge. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Thank you for that, JT. NSNG is here. So yeah, guys, we're rocking and rolling, doing this thing every single day, like clockwork. I think once you build a habit, and once you get into the habit of doing something like an ice bath, you don't imagine not doing it. Think about when you first started an exercise program. You loathed it at first because it wasn't a habit yet, but then you did it. And then think about your diet. It was tough at first, and then you could do it because the consistency was there. And so just look at an ice bath in the same way. No need to overcomplicate this. No need to, I got to commit to doing it more often. No, you need to just do it every day. Set whatever time you can do every single day. If that's a minute a day, do a minute a day. If it's 2 minutes a day, do 2 minutes a day. Like, that's forming habits just means get consistent. Don't say, well, I'll do it when, because you won't. You won't. Just be honest with yourself. If you say, I'll do it when I can fit it in, well, guess what? You'll never fit it in. This is why Jimmy goes on camera at 5 p.m. Eastern time every single day. There is no excuse. At this point, you guys know I'm going to be doing this at 5 p.m. Eastern every single day. Every single day. So there's the Forge. It had a shitload of ice in here today. I mean, tons, and like big ass pieces. Like when I got in, look at that. When I got in, I had to like wedge myself underneath all that. And I love it. I love having the visual of all the ice. And again, the Morozco people are like, why do you let it get that much ice? I'm like, because all that ice makes me feel like a badass. That's why. It's just something about the visual of all that ice that really makes you feel like you're in an ice bath. So yeah, 31.8 degrees Fahrenheit was chilly today. And I love it. I love it that cold. I love pushing my body. And yeah, I was overheated because of all the mowing of the grass, but I feel good now. I did cool down in there, and I am doing the warm up, but I'm not hurting. I'm not overheated. I could probably drink some water, and so I will go grab a sip here. real quick like, as they say. But I'm glad I got most of the yard done. Front yard's all done. Backyard about 80% done. So I'll get that last little strip there tomorrow. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here. I want to give you an update on some plans that I had next week that are no longer going to happen. I was going to travel you guys down to Austin, Texas. I think I was telling you that I was going to have to figure out how am I going to do the ice bath while traveling next week. And the Paleo FX conference was set to begin on Friday next week and go through Sunday. And so I was going to leave Tuesday and then come home like Tuesday or Wednesday the next week. Well, now I'm not doing the trip. So there was some revelations brought out about the founders of the conference that said some things that I just didn't feel like I could associate with that. So I'm bummed because I really wanted to travel, but I will be here all next week. I'm still planning on taking the entire month of May off to write on my cold therapy book. So that's still going to happen in the month of May, being off from all of my podcasts. The only thing that I will be doing definitely every day is this Jimmy Ice Bath video. I'll probably end the walk and talks during the month of May for the same reason. But yeah, so when you don't see me on social media nearly as much during the month of May, don't freak out. I haven't been shadow banned, all the things that every time I go away, people are like, did you quit? Are you done? We miss you. And it's like, it's sweet. I love it. But it's like, I need a break every once in a while. And this break is for a good reason. So I can start writing on a good book. So I'm real excited to get started on that cold therapy book. Sheila's here. Interior is here. Deleli is here. Carolyn is here. JT says the ice is a powerful teacher. Yes. Yes, it is. It will teach you a lot. Keto and Deli is here. I'm not going to answer that question, Bulletproof. That's not my purveyorship to assess that, but I appreciate you asking. Hedberg is here. David's here. Mudge is here. Healthy Libertarian is here. So yeah, you guys, I look forward to my weekends. Hope you guys have a great weekend lined up. I'm going to just try to relax. On Saturday, I do go to the farmer's market tomorrow. I got a couple of errands that I'm running. Sunday, I will have a walk and talk. Very likely the walk and talk this week, you guys, will be at 8 a.m. It's way too hot by 11 a.m. I think I saw it was going to be mid to upper 70s by 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. So I'm like, all right, let's do 8 a.m. So I will definitely do 8 a.m. this Sunday. So look for that walk and talk. Got an interesting topic in my head, but let me vet it out a little bit. You guys that have been watching lately, you know I've been speaking very passionately on those walk and talks. And so always expect to see that when you come. All right, guys, let me get out of here for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back again real soon. Bye, guys.